Floss Tube. It's me, Emily, Emmaroll'd Stitches. We are getting into about the middle of April, so I'm here to make another Floss Tube video. It's been a hot minute since I did my last video, but March has been kind of wacky in my world. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw, I don't like to share a whole lot of that really personal stuff, but you probably saw that my husband joined the military, and you probably kind of gathered the hints from my last video about it. Well, it's official now, and so March was kind of crazy with the whole transition into this new lifestyle, and did a bit of traveling because of it, and also been extra busy getting this space ready for an upcoming move to, we don't know where yet, but we know we're going to be moving at the end of the summer. So my stitching time has been a little bit extra limited here in the last month. So I wanted to put off my Floss Tube video for a couple of extra days so that I could get enough stitching in so that I felt like I actually had some progress to show you guys. Otherwise you're going to be basically looking at exactly the same things that you looked at in my video from February. Boring. So, well, let's look at what I've been up to. I have a big reveal for you guys regarding my beloved Bible story sampler project. I've been hinting and talking and hemming and hawing about the kind of mystery chart and what it was going to be. If you remember, this is the project that I'm talking about, and this is the design that I'm looking at. So these 8 designs were already in the chart. I'm sorry, I gotta stop for a minute. My cough. Okay, sorry for the interruption. I guess it never fails. The minute you start filming, you realize how runny your nose is or itchy your throat is. But I guess better a frog in your throat than on your fabric. So, back to beloved Bible story samplers. So, this is the project that I'm talking about. So the 8 designs from the chart, and the 9th one to complete the way that I wanted to stitch it on my fabric. This 9th one, I wanted to design a 9th one so that I could kind of stitch them in a 3x3 pattern. So I was trying to figure out how to come up with the 9th design, and I finally had some time here in the last month and a half to sit down and come up with what my design is going to be. And I had already decided that Psalm 119, "Thy word is a lamp unto my feet," was going to be the Bible verse that I was going to design, but I came up with a design that I am happy with. I am still fiddling with the colors for it, but I have my design pretty much finalized, more or less, and I'm very happy with it. So I wanted to reveal it to all y'all, see what you thought. So here it is. I'll hold it back just a little bit because it's a chart, but yeah, so "Thy word is a lamp unto my feet." Got the flowers on the bottom, motif, borders, shepherd man, he's holding a little lantern, there's the path going off, and it's kind of stars in the sky because it's like nighttime, that's why he needs the lantern. That's the idea. I was really happy with how it turned out because I want it to mesh in with the other 8. So, yeah, I think it's gonna match in really well. So like I said, I'm still tweaking colors and everything, but I'm really happy with how that turned out. It took a day or two to kind of put it in there. And I might still like put torches down here to fill this empty space. I haven't decided yet, but some torches might go there to fill the empty space. But I'm really happy and pleased with how that design has turned out, and I cannot wait to see how it stitches up, and I'm super pumped to get started. The only reason that I have not started yet is because I'm kind of going back and forth about fabric. So this is the fabric that I've got for that design, and it's 32 count antique lamb's wool. And sorry, today seems to be the day of interruptions and life not wanting me to make a video, but I am plunging ahead. We are going to do this. So where I was at, I talked about before, each design, if I stitch them on this 32 count 1/1, each design would be really small, like 2 inches wide by 4 inches, something like that. I don't have the exact dimensions written out with me, but I don't know if I actually want them to be that small. I'm kind of changing my mind and thinking maybe I should just go with a bigger fabric, a bigger piece of fabric and a higher count, and stitch 1/2 or something like that on a higher count, or I don't know, and just get a bigger piece of fabric instead of trying to smush them all, like I was originally thinking, and stitching like 1/1. I don't know. I'm just changing my mind and thinking like maybe I should just, maybe that wasn't such a good idea, making them all so small. I want the detail to come through. I don't want them to be so teeny tiny. I might start stitching one and just see what I think, but I really think that might be too small. I haven't made up my mind yet. So I haven't started stitching those yet, and I'm going to come back to it. I've got a lot of other things that I am working hectically on in the meantime, so I have been busy, and so I haven't been thinking about that one too much. The main project that I've been working on here in the last couple of weeks is A Wife's Prayer by Erica Michaels. And I talked about this one quite a bit in my last video, and I'm sure by now you know exactly why. With being a new military wife, this is a really meaningful design to me, and I want to get it done as soon as possible because I really want this one hanging up in my house. I want it right now, so I'm trying to get this stitched as quickly as possible. Here's what the pattern looks like, and I just love this pattern so much. I read the prayer in my last video, so if you want to know exactly what it says, you can go back to my February video and take a look, listen to it. But here's my progress so far. I've come a long way. When I filmed my last video, all that I had done was the IGN land, just that little part right there was stitched. So all the rest of this wording here has been stitched since basically here in the last like 2 weeks, since the end of March. Since the tail, in the last week of March and here in this first week of April, I've been able to get all of this done because this is the only project that I've been working on. And I'm not sick of it yet. I'm not sick of the letters. I'm not sick of the single color. Because I just want to get this done so badly. And I will probably continue to work solely on this project until it is done. Or until I get really sick of it and need a short break. But I really want to get this one done. My goal is end of April to have this one done. I'm going to see if I can meet that. And really, not that much is left. I have, this is the top verse, and this is the bottom verse. So I have just the rest of those verses, the flag, the border, and then like these little like Quaker stars. So just those little things. So I can totally do it. Working on it frantically. So that one's been going on. After my last video, in the beginning of March, I was working quite a bit on the flood. So early March, quite a bit of progress going on with this big guy, and here is what I have done. I will try to insert a picture of where I was at before. But here's where I'm at now. And yeah, it looks weird because it says "Abolish my covenant," but this top line says something. What does it say? It says, "But with thee I will est." But with thee I will est. So it completes it. With thee I will establish. With thee I will establish my covenant. So that's what we have. We are just having technology issues today. I'm just going to say it now. Please excuse probably the million jump scenes that are going to be in this video. I'm so sorry. It is what it is. Okay, I'm just going to move on and pretend like they're not there from now on. Okay, so the arc. So this is the top part, or kind of the middle portion of the arc. Here's the pattern. Here's what it looks like. So it's a lot clearer now, kind of what it looks like. Establish my covenant is this part. So that's kind of what I'm working on. I talked in the last video, I know I mentioned about like the green line. I read the code, the little pattern symbol, wrong and pulled the wrong color and pulled green instead of this dark brown. So I had to frog a whole bunch of all that green that I had stitched and restitch it in the dark brown. Yay. Yeah, but I did it, and now it's brown. So now we have the dark brown. Yep, so I've gotten this done. And it's coming along pretty quickly, and I don't hate it, and I actually really like it. I'll come back to it. It's probably going to be like the next thing I come back to after I get the wife's prayer done. But I just really want to get that project banged out, the wife's prayer first. Anyway, so that's my progress on the flood. Next, so the other thing that I was working on in early March was a sampler story by Brenda. Here's that pattern, just for a reminder. And I've been working on this tree motif. That's where I started. And so what I've been, I'll try to insert a picture of where I was at in from the last video. But I had most of the tree, I had the whole tree and most of the leaves completed. So here's where I'm at now. The rest of the leaves and the numbers, and then I started the border for the next block going. And I just kind of ran out of, my thread kind of ran out there, and I just kind of stopped and then moved on to another project at that point. So haven't gone back to it since. And of course I'm leaving this last number blank because it'll probably be an 8. So just because of all the, you know, if we have a move here in 2017 and all sorts of other crazy things going on, it probably won't be a 2017. But anyway, yeah, very pretty colors in this piece. So there's my progress there. And then another thing that I've been working on, which I don't think I've shown in a video before, which is something that's kind of been a UFO, but it's, I don't know that I've talked about this, I can't remember, but it's Scary One from Plum Street Samplers. This little pillow. I really like it. I love this dapper little witch with her little bat friend, and I love this snake border heading around and the colors. I think it's a really cute project, and I've been working on it. I started it, worked a whole bunch on it, and then just kind of abandoned it and started working on other things, which I guess is how UFOs happen. So I have kind of been picking it back up here and there, and just kind of stitching on it just because it's small and kind of easy, and I don't have that much left to do, so but it's not something that I'm focusing on. But here's where I'm at. So I've been working on that snake border, putting in these little purple floaty cauldron sparkles, And then I've got a couple of like the, I don't know, those Quaker Star things, the numbers, and the other little bat to go. So, and then the rest of the snake. So not a whole lot left, but I'm just not focusing on it. It's just like, you know, if I need a travel project, I grab this one because it's smaller. Okay, final thing, I got some pattern haul that I wanted to show off, I guess. Couple things that I'm hoping to get up or planning to work on very soon. First things first, because I'm crazy, is Death by Crossstitch from Long Dog Samplers. I have been watching Emily at Eclectic Possessions work on this, and every time I see it, I fall more and more in love with the way she's doing it. I just love the way she's doing it. So I'm so inspired by you, Emily, and I'm gonna probably do this a lot like the way that you are doing it, because I just love the way you are doing it. So I had to go out and get this, and I'm gonna start, except I'm gonna probably like do a little bit of color planning, because it will drive my little heart insane to try to just like pull colors out at random, because I will have to like plan out a little bit in advance of like what color is gonna at least kind of generally go where. So I'm gonna kind of do a little bit of that, but I love it. I also got Blessings Be Thine by With Thy Needle and Thread. I have wanted this pattern for a long, long time. I've loved and loved on this pattern since it came out pretty much, and I finally just got it, and I'm gonna kit it up, and I'm gonna start working on this very soon because I just love it so much. I even went and got the called for blushing apricot pom-pom trim that goes around the edge. I'm gonna do it probably almost exactly like it's called for, because I just love it so much. Make it into a little pillow. I just love it so much. Okay, I got this chart. It's one of the building blocks, Serve, from My Big Toe, and it's just so pretty. And again, it's another chart with a whole bunch more words, kind of like my wife's prayer design, but it's just the message of this chart that I love so much. It's kind of got a bunch of like from biblical like verses and messages about serving, and you know, I'll read like one of them. The greatest among you should be like the youngest, and the one who rules like the one who serves. For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve. It's just stuff like that is written through it. I love the message. And when I got married, instead of choosing like our wedding mass readings were all about serving. You know, it wasn't, we didn't choose like the typical mass readings. So I want to stitch this and hang this up kind of as a reminder of like our wedding mass, because it's really meaningful to me for this way. But I'm probably going to change the colors instead of stitching it in like the blue, this dark blue and lighter blue that it's called for. But I haven't decided yet what colors I'm going to stitch it in, but it makes me really happy. And then I got, I kind of go in the patriotic route. I got Lady Liberty from With Thy Needle and Thread. When this chart came out, I just fell in love. I just love everything about this. And I think it complements my wife's prayer. Hold it straight. I think it complements it really well. They kind of, you know, with the Quaker stars and the drapey flag. So I think it'd be nice to stitch them up and kind of hang them near each other. And now that we're military, I feel like we've got kind of got to get that patriotic stitching stuff going. And then, so I also got Betsys House from Plum Street Samplers, which is another patriotic design that I really, really loved. Everything about it, all the flags up here in the, coming out of this pot on top of the house, and her holding this big one, and this really cool, I don't even know what to call this thing here. I just love it. But I thought it'd be fun for anyone watching. If you want to take a vote which one of these I should start first after I kit them up, because I'm going to kit them both up. So which one should I start first? Take a vote, leave it in the comments. Whichever one gets the most votes, that is the one that I will start first. So, yeah. Let me know. Which one do you think? Lady Liberty or Betsy's House? I'll go with what you say. So I'm going to wrap it up just because I've been having so many technology issues today. I just want to thank you all for watching. Thank you all for all your wonderful comments that you leave. Even if I don't always respond, I do read them and they mean a lot to me. You guys are all so sweet. I love being a part of the Floss Tube community, and I hope you all are enjoying the starts of spring. I hope it's reaching you in whatever part of the country that you're in. Bye until next time.